Okay, so this is the Arduino Uno. This is how it looks like, and it has number of components onto it. So this is a development board from the Arduino. So if you can see on the back, it is written open source prototyping board model Uno R3, and it says made in Italy. Arduino.cc is the official website. Okay, so you can see this is a small uh, board whose size is similar to the credit card. Okay, so let's look at the details or the component onto this Arduino Uno board. Okay, so the first thing is this, if you can see, this is the Atmega 328P microcontroller. So this is a 28 pin microcontroller which is connected in this way. So this is the microcontroller. This is the heart of the Arduino board. So this microcontroller has flash memory where you can store the program, SRAM for temporary data while you are running it. It has EEPROM for saving small amount of data even after the power is lost. So this is a very good microcontroller for beginners. Now this was the microcontroller. Let's move to the power section. So how you will power this board? So the first thing, you can power it with this from this USB port. So this is the cable. So you need to connect this in this way, and the other end is the USB-A which goes to the laptop, or you can even connect it to the power bank. So this was first thing from where you can power the board. Second is from this DC jack. So this is the parallel jack, and you can connect an external adapter where the voltage of that adapter ranges from 7 volt to 12 volts. So make sure it doesn't go above 12 volt. And this was the second thing from where you can power the circuit. Now next is the V-in pin. So these are the headers on both sides. So if you come here, you will see this V-in pin on the power section. So this is where you can power this board. You need to connect the power on this V-in pin. Okay, now internally we have this voltage regulator circuit. So you can see we have one IC in this way. So this convert it to 5 volt or 3.3 volt respectively. So we have the voltage regulator part on board this Arduino Uno. Now let's move to the input output pins. So I mentioned you that this is the header pins for where you can connect these sensors and different modules to these pins. So let's understand it one by one. So it starts with 0, which is RX, TX is 1. So this 0 to 7 are the digital or the PWM pins. So it starts with 0, 1, and it goes to 13. So 0 to 13s are the digital pins. So you can read high or low signal or control devices like LED and relay from these pins. Now second is the PWM pins. You can use this PWM pins. You can simulate analog output for things like LED brightness, or you need to control the speed of the motors. So for that thing you will need the PWM. So these are the PWM pins on this Arduino Uno. Now next is the analog pins or the analog input. So A0 to A5. So these are 6 pins. So you can read the varying voltage signal from the sensors like LDR or thermistor. Next section is the power. So in this you saw the VIN. So we have ground, then 5 volt, 3.3 volt. So these are the power pins for powering the sensors from these pins. Then we have the reset pin and the IO reference. So next thing is the clock pin. So this is the crystal. So this is a 16 megahertz crystal oscillator which keeps the timing accurate for code execution for this at mega 328p. And then we have this reset button over here. Reset button restart the program anytime you need to rerun or you are in trouble. So you just press this reset button, and you can also see some indication like an LED onto this board. So when you power this board, the LED which says on will turn on. Then we have an onboard LED on the pin 13, which is used for testing your code from the microcontroller. Then we have this TX and RX pin. When you flash the board with the code, or you're sending or receiving serial data, so at that time the TX and RX LED will blink. So these were the component onto this Arduino Uno board. Thank you.